Hey y'all, JS Creations Art Sanity here, and this is going to be a two-part video. So this first video here is going to be all the hydro dipping I'm going to do. We're going to do some pins and a couple of cups, and then the second video I will show you how I finished all of these items up. So I'm going to be using the Marabu paints, and this is my first time using them. So I was really excited. I've got my tub filled up here. As you can see, I've used this before, but it's only been spray paint. I just filled the tub up with the hose, and I was so excited to get started that I jumped right in after I filled this tub up. I should have waited. I should have let my water warm up a bit. I have found that if the water is like room temperature, it works a lot better as to it being cold. It doesn't work too well. It gets really clumpy really fast. And then if it's too hot, the paint dries too fast to really do anything with. So you need that happy medium in there. Like I said, this is my first time using these paints. I'm doing just like Patriotic color. So I'm doing a red, a blue, a white, a pearl white, and then just a clear. I will have all of them listed in the description below. I have a table set up behind me that I have all of my stuff sitting on. You really want to have everything prepped before you start dumping your paints in the water. So I've got my paints all shook up and opened. They're sitting on the table behind me. I've got my pins all prepped and ready to go. My cups all prepped and ready to go. And for the cups, you really want, so for the two cups that I'm doing, I have footballs shoved down in there, and there's no space for the water or paint to get inside. And I have found that you really want to have your cups like sealed. Like, I don't recommend just, holding them on your hand and dipping them, because I have found that if the paint gets inside the cup, it's like it's a pain in the what to get out of there. So shove some plastic bags, a pool a pool noodle, a football, just something to close up the inside of your cups before dipping. So these paints, you just need to drop a little bit in. I'm sure that I'm using too much on some of this. But you learn as you go, right? So I just drop some in there. You can use a skewer. I'm actually using a pencil to kind of swirl around, make designs. You don't have to do that. You can just dump your paints in and then start dipping. I'm also using that pencil to swirl up in there after I'm done dipping to get all the extra paint out and kind of clean the water before I do another dip. You've seen me double dip, so here I'm double dipping. That's perfectly fine. I probably would not go, more than a couple of dips, or you're kind of going to get muddy. So here are all the pins all done. And now I'm going to do a couple of cups. And I do have, especially more so on the pins than the cups. On the pins, some of them, got kind of clumpy stuff on them. I think it was just the water being too cold. I guess I really don't know. But all I did was just took a paper towel and wiped it off. Some of them I re-dipped. Some of them were fine once I got that clumpy stuff off. And I do recommend wearing gloves while doing this. You will see why at the end. So this cup here is going, I've got a light blue base coat on there. I've just dropped some paints in there, swirled it a little bit, and now I'm putting more paints in. This is probably way too much, but it is what it is, right? So for cups, if you go slow at an angle and twist as you're dipping, they seem to come out better for me. This is the favorite one. This is my favorite one that I did in this group. You know, hydro dipping is a lot of fun. It's a mess, but it is a lot of fun. It uses a lot of product. You know, and it's hit or miss, at least for me anyway, and more so miss than not. But it is a lot of fun. So I'm cleaning my water again. This is just a stick that I'm using. And here we go again. This is going to be my last cup that I dip. I do have a video showing, you know, how I prep and finish my cups that I will be sure to, I'll leave it in the description below. I also have a video on how I prep and finish my pens. I will also leave that in the description below, so be sure to check all that out. So after your dip, when you get it all dipped in there, whatever you're dipping, you want to make sure that you shake it around and get all of the excess paint away from your, like this. I'm dipping a cup, so when I get it dipped in there, I want to shake all that paint around so that I don't, when I pull it up, I don't get any extra paint on there. So this is it for part 1. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Until next time, see ya.